Hey, welcome back or welcome if you are new here. My name is Mima and I basically talk everything books. I love books, I love to read, and I am a bookseller living in Ghana. So if you're in Ghana, check out my bookstore. I will be writing it down or linking it below. But yeah, I know I've been MIA for a while. The last time I posted on here was last year. I just needed to take a break because I just couldn't keep up, with all the consistency, and I had a lot of things to do. So I'm like, I need to get back, and what better way than coming back with a book haul. So I'm super excited about this one. I know most of you guys love a good book haul, especially me. I love watching book hauls. It's one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, not but. And this book haul will be of books that I bought for myself and books that I got for my customers. So I got a lot of, I did a lot of pre-orders because I went on a trip, and I just want to show you guys all the books that I got for my customers. I feel like it will be such a fun thing to do, and also for me to show you guys what books are available for pre-orders as well. And yeah, just grab a snack, grab a drink. I currently don't have a drink today because I drank a lot. I drank already 2 coffees. So yeah, take notes, and because you might see some books that might interest you and you might add them to your TBR, and you might also see books that you have read before. So I would love to hear what you think about them. I mean, no spoilers, obviously. But yeah, let's get right into it. And also, I'm so sorry for the noise. Yeah, my windows are open because my cleaner just cleaned my place and my floors are still wet, so they need to dry. Okay, so let's start with all the books that I got for myself. Yes, I've been on a book buying ban since last year. I think the last time I bought a book for myself was literally last year, because all the books I got so far this year were gifts, and yeah, so I had to do a bit of damage. Obviously, I mean, getting books while you're traveling for me doesn't count, so I still didn't break my buying ban. I mean, my book buying ban. But yeah, let's get into these books. Will not be reading the back of any of these books because I love entering my books blind. I just need to know the genre, and that's all. So the first book we got is called In the Shadows by J.A. Owenby. On the cover it says, when you finally meet the monster hiding under your bed. Literally, I picked this at random. This was not on my TBR. It just really sounded really good, and I loved the color. It's giving dark romance, very spooky, might be even paranormal, but yeah, looked really good. Then the second one is called Loving Mr. Daniels by Brittany Cherry. I know that this is a student professor romance, and my book bestie mentioned that she loved this book, so I had added this on my shelf, on my TBR for such a long time. So when I saw it, I had to get it. But yeah, I know I'm gonna absolutely love this because she is always recommending my 5 stars. And I got a thriller. I love Alice Feeney. This is My Husband's Wife. This is her new release, actually. My mom just finished it and she loved it a lot. And one thing about my mom, if she loved the book, just know it has to be really good because she's so picky. Yeah, she even hates some of the books that I absolutely loved. But yeah, I've read almost all her books, so I hope it's gonna be good. I have really high expectations for this one. The next one we got is The Carol Haunts by Darcy Coates. Okay, no, The Carol Haunts, because it's haunting. Yeah, this is a horror. paranormal horror. So I've read like a duet, yeah, like a duology by Darcy Coates, and I loved it so much. It's horror, literally no romance. It's just a horror, spooky horror with ghosts. You know, I love that. I love horror movies, and I didn't think that I enjoyed reading horror, especially paranormal horror, but until I read one of hers, I actually really liked it. It was about like a haunted house or something. It was called In the Shadow. Okay, I'm crazy for thinking that I could have remembered those titles, but yeah, I'll put them right here. There were 2 books, really short, loved them. I read them on a plane, both of them. And yeah, this was my next book by hers. She has so many books that I want to read. I have one book by her on my shelf currently. It's called Haunted. That one is a thick one, but I really hope to read that, you know, during the spooky season, or like, you know, autumn, fall season. Yeah, so I know this is gonna be good and scary. I hope it freaks me out. So the next book we got is Jennifer Hillier. It's called Freak. So I've read a couple books by Jennifer Hillier actually. I can't remember the first one, but the recent one that I read is called The Butcher, and I gave that a 5-star because it was really disturbing, literally about like a serial killer. But yeah, I really liked it, and I think I'm really liking her writing because the first book that I read by her, I really liked the writing, and then the second one, The Butcher, I loved it as much. And then these two were my wish list. So I don't know if this is a duology. I have to look this up, but they kind of have like, they literally have the same covers. So I don't know if it's a duet or if these are like a part. But yeah, so this is Freak, and then this is Creep. Absolutely no idea what it's about, but I know it is a thriller. She writes a lot of thriller slash horror. Yeah. Next one, we got another thriller called Love Mom by Ileana Xander. My mom read this too, and she loved it. Like, she keeps raving about this book. I think this is one of her favorite books of the year so far. So of course I had to read it, and I'm the one who even recommended it to her because I just heard a lot of things about it, and I knew it was going to be up her alley, but I hadn't read it yet, and I knew I was going to get it on this trip. So yeah. And then we have another book by Frida McFadden called Want to Know a Secret. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I love a good Frida McFadden book. If you are looking for a popcorn thriller, really quick pace, you don't gotta think, just read. Just one side note though, I feel like all her books have unlikable characters, but I feel like that's the point. They're gonna piss you off, they're really gonna annoy you, but you're just going to want to continue to read because you're going to want to know what the hell is happening. Yeah, my mom also read this. She recommended it. She's literally read all Frida McFadden's book, like literally all. And yeah, this was one I haven't read before. These are also some of her popular ones. I've read The Intruder, I've read The Surrogate Mother, I've read Do Not Disturb, and I've read Dear Debbie. So yeah, I just hope I'm gonna like this one better than Dear Debbie. Ooh, I feel like I should do a video of all the Frida McFadden books I've read so far, rating them. Yeah, that could be an idea. I'm gonna write that down. Anyway, yeah, that's that. And then we have finally a dark romance. It's called Hide and Seek by Sheridan Ann. I know that this is like a stalker romance. Yeah, stalker trope thingy. I love a stalker romance, so, and I like Sheridan Ann. Yeah, I can't remember what she wrote that I've read by her. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna put it right here just so you guys can see. But yeah, and it's such a pretty cover. I love the sprayed edges. It's super cute. Then we have another thriller by Karen Slaughter called Pretty Girls. I see this book everywhere, like everywhere on my For You page. I'm seeing this book, and I knew that I wanted to get it on this trip. At the bookstore they had the sprayed edges one, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it, so I had to get it at the airport, and they didn't have the sprayed edge. So yeah, I missed out on the sprayed edge, but I mean, it's just a book, right? Yeah. But yeah, hoping I'm gonna really like it, because I think this is my first book by her. I've never read any Karen Slaughter book. I mean, maybe I have, but not that I can remember. And then we have Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. So this book, I have been seeing it a lot, almost everywhere. She's the author of I'm Glad My Mom Died. That was more, I feel like I don't know if it was, I think it's a non-fiction or something, but anyway, yeah. So they say that this book was really is really good, and I feel like I might like it because it's an age gap romance, and I love, sorry, it is not an romance, but it has to do with like age gap, but I think this is like maybe a literary fiction. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't know, but I just know it has to do with it has a romance that has an age gap. Yes. And then last but not least, we have The Exes by Leodora Darlington. Like, look at how stunning this cover is. Like, it's so pretty. This is my book club pick. So yes, my bookstore, we actually host book clubs every other month, and this is our book pick of May, and so this is my current read actually, and yeah, I am liking it so far. Can't wait to finish and read it with the girls. So now let's move on to the books that I got for my customers that they pre-ordered. Let's see what they got, and I might even add some of the books to my TBR, or you might add some books to your TBR. But yeah, so just give me a second because those books are like a bit far away, so I'm gonna come back. Oh, also, I forgot to show this book, Woman Down by Colleen Hoover. I literally just got this right before I went on my trip. My friend got this for me, and yeah, I'm really excited for this. Even though I've been hearing a lot of bad reviews on it, but I just feel like everyone is just on the hate train when it comes to Colleen Hoover, so I want to read it for myself, and if I don't like it, then I will say I read it and I don't like it, but I just don't want to listen to people and just be like, oh, I don't like it just because it's Colleen Hoover, because I actually do like her writing. I mean, I've read almost all her books when like I started getting back into reading, and yeah, I like it. I mean, so can't wait for this. I also forgot that I wanted to show you guys the books that I got like in March. These are new books that I got. Again, these were all gifted by my really good friend sister. This one is called The Parlor Wife by, sorry, I blanked out there, Feluso Agbeje. These were all on my wish list, by the way, and she got them for me. This is Cursed Daughters by Oyinkan Breathwaite. I read My Sister's a Serial Killer by her, and I really enjoyed that one, and I've been hearing really great reviews for this. Yeah. And then the other one is called Adana by Adesua Oman Nukedi. This is also, so all of these that I showed, these are all African literature books, and I've been trying to like dive into, you know, some more African lit books once again, and yeah, hopefully I really like them. I'm really excited about this one because this, they say that it's really gonna upset me like really badly, and I like books that piss me off. I like books that upset me, so really excited about this one. And then we have a special edition special edition book by Fairy Loot. I had pre-ordered this, well, my man pre-ordered this for me since like last year, and it had arrived not too long ago. So this is a special edition of Enigma by Runix. So I have a other cover by like the same book, just a different cover, but I haven't read it yet. I know it's crazy, but I just know I'm gonna love it. Like I love her as an author. I love her writing. I love her dark romance. And yeah, I don't know if this, I know it's a dark romance, but I feel like it has some sort of fantasy or some magic elements. I really don't know, but I'm really excited about this. The silver foiling is really cute. There's some character art, and yeah, it's the same at the back. And then yeah, sprayed edge. I love it. But yeah, so that's that. Ooh, and it is hand signed. So that's one of them. Now we're about to get into pre-orders. And yeah, like most of these books that my customers have ordered, I know the titles, which is really nice because it's like, oh, I know what's kind of like trending. Most of them are romances, which I love. And then we got some classics. Yeah, I think we got a bunch of classic and romances, and then we got one non-fiction. So yeah, again, let me just go and grab them quickly. Be right back. Okay, so first we got In Her Own League by Liz Tomford. I've been seeing this book everywhere, and I know that this is a spin-off of the Windy City series or something. Yeah, my book bestie read this. I think she liked it. I mean, I don't know, she didn't really tell me, but I feel like she liked it. Yeah, but that's that. And then we got Happy Place by Emily Henry. I haven't read this book, but everyone raves about this book, so I know she'll be good. I just don't really gravitate towards these type of romances, you know, Emily Henry, Abby Jimenez. Yeah, even though I read Abby Jimenez just for the summer for our book club in March, really liked it. It was really nice, but I feel like it's one of those books that I only read it because of my book club. You know, when you read it together, I feel like it helps me read books that are out of my comfort zone, out of my genre that I usually read. And yeah, and then we got a classic, Wuthering Heights. But look at this cover. It's actually so pretty. It's really small, like it's like kind of like a pocket size. This is regular book, but even this book is small. But yeah, this is just to show the difference. But yeah, it says, whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. That's really cute. I don't know if you guys have watched the movie. I haven't watched it yet. I need to, but yeah. Then we got Picking Daisies on Sundays by Liana Cincotti. This is a romance, I believe. I think like childhood best friend or something, because I know that because it's really popular and it's everywhere, and a lot of people want to buy this book, so I just had to, like, you know, look it up. And sometimes I read the synopsis just to like let the customer know like what it's about. Maybe, you know, they don't want to Google it, so I Google it instead. But yeah, such a pretty cover. And then we have The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. I know that this is a spicy one. Obviously babysitter trope, single dad. I think she's the nanny. We had this in our inventory last year, and yeah, it sold out really quickly. A lot of people really liked it. I haven't read it. Oh yes, the nanny is an OnlyFans. Like, she's on OnlyFans, and then he's actually one of her top subscribers. Like, he been cashing out on her on OnlyFans. And so yeah, I think I might add this to my TBR actually. Sounds really interesting. But yeah, that's The Nanny. And then we got another classic, Crime and Punishment. I'm not going to attempt saying the author's name because I'm always butchering it. I mean, I know Crime and Punishment. I had to read this actually in school, but tell me if I've read it or if I remember a thing no. But yeah, that's that. And then we have The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, another classic with such a pretty cover. And then we have a nonfiction. This is a Christian nonfiction. It's called The Power in Surrender by Sarah Jakes Roberts. I love Sarah Jakes. She's amazing, extremely powerful woman. But yeah, and it's more of like a it's kind of like a journal too, but yeah, really like it. And then we have the famous book that just came out. It's called The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. This is the special edition. I was so happy I was able to get this for her. Yeah, and I hope she likes it. This is how it looks inside. And then we have a, wait, I think I'm missing one book. Hold on. Yeah, we have The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. This book obviously has been everywhere. When it came out last year, it was all over my F4U page. But yeah, so this is the last book of our book haul. It actually went by really quickly. But yeah, if you have read any of these, sorry, like my scalp is really itchy. So this is the end of our book haul. Comment down below if you've read any of these books that I mentioned, what you thought of them, or maybe books that have intrigued you, some books that you added to your TBR, some books that you'd want to read, some books that you'd want me to read, some books that you'd want me to buy. Yeah, you know, I just love hearing what you guys are thinking. And I hope that I have another video for you guys really soon. I'm not gonna like put too much pressure on it because I don't know, it just stresses me out. But yeah, hopefully I do come up with a new video for you guys. And yeah, this was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it once again. And then yeah, see you guys soon.